to Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
Today is June 7th. We're on day 2 of our English on Campus article. Our friends Rebecca and Sam are talking about happy graduation.
所以我们今天6月7号16、17页的地方，我们要接续昨天的校园英文，然后毕业快乐主题。
So yesterday, Rebecca and Sam were arranging and organizing the diplomas so they could hand them out to the graduates. I thought this was pretty special because, man, they did not let us touch the diplomas when I was graduating high school over 20 years ago.
Yeah, but you gotta learn early, right?
I guess so. I mean, they just didn't have trust in us, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's look at our subtitle here. The graduation ceremony has just ended. Rebecca talks to Tom, who is a graduate.
所以在这边我们又看到昨天讲那个毕业生那个 graduate 的那个字哦，那要注意，老师昨天有讲哦，动词的时候才会发 at 的声音，那如果是名词或者是副词的话，就不是那个声音，所以读音要注意。那这句话的意思是说呢，毕业典礼刚结束 ，Rebecca 跟她的毕业生汤姆在交谈。
So we will hear our article. We will come on back, and then we will begin our conversation with Rebecca and Tom.
Happy graduation. Dialogue B.
The graduation ceremony has just ended. Rebecca talks to Tom, who is a graduate.
Hi, Tom. Did you enjoy the ceremony?
Yes, very much. Rachel told me that you sorted all the diplomas. That must have taken ages.
I had some help from a friend, but yeah, it took a while.
Thank you for helping out with the ceremony.
No problem. So, no more high school for you?
Yeah, it's going to be a big change. It'll take some time for me to get used to it.
Will you be starting university in the fall?
No, I'm taking a gap year. I think I need a break.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. What are you planning to do?
I recently obtained a one-year working holiday visa for Australia.
You're going to Australia? How exciting!
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm leaving at the end of August.
Does that mean I'll never see you again?
Don't be silly. I'll be back next year for the fall semester at university.
Well, I hope you'll have a great trip. I'm sure it'll expand your horizons and help you grow.
Thanks. I'll definitely make use of the trip to learn new skills and explore new interests.
All right, friends, welcome back again. We're on pages 16 and 17. We're talking about a graduation ceremony. We have a dialogue. As always, when you're talking with Chris, I want you to write the numbers next to the names. Rebecca is 1. Tom is 2, Rebecca is 3. I have a total of 16 lines. Hurry up and write them down, and I'll read sentence number 1. Hi, Tom. Did you enjoy the ceremony?
所以第一句这边他说 Hi, 汤姆，你喜欢这场毕业典礼吗？
So yesterday we talked about the word ceremony.
Yes.
Remember the verbs we can use. We can hold or have a ceremony. We don't do them. And graduating, I remember after graduating was a really special time for me. I knew that I would not see a lot of these people anymore.
Oh, so you decided you want to leave already?
Well, I knew that I would leave as soon as I could. I grew up poor. We didn't have money. I couldn't travel. But I knew I would one day leave. I knew that was going to happen. But at this point, in the year 2000, no social media, no Facebook, there were some cell phones, but no internet on them and no Instagram or anything. You took pictures like this and you rolled it and you took another picture. This was a long time ago, and I knew there would be a lot of people I would never see again.
所以老师说他2000年毕业的时候都还没有像现在的社群媒体哦，照相还是这样子拍了一张，然后要转，然后要洗照片那种年代。
Do you still have contact with many or a few people from your high school classes?
Not in high school, but only 3 in college.
3 in college.
Yes.
That's interesting. Mine is the exact opposite because I had more fun in university than high school. I really loved university. It was an important time for me. But I have many more friends from high school today than I did in college. Today, I'm honestly, a lot of the people you graduate with in high school, you're like really embarrassing people. But many of them grew up to be really cool, fun people. And I feel very happy that I'm still in contact with them. I'm pretty unique in that way, I think.
Well, my sister is the same.
She has a lot of good high school friends.
Yes, but no like college or university friends at all.
That's interesting because most people, I feel like they kind of don't want to talk to those high school friends anymore.
But I think in Taiwan, it's very common for them to stay in touch, 保持联络 with their high school friend because high school you have clubs, 你有一些社团啊, so it's easier to find like mutual interests with your high school friends.
Honestly, the big thing that ties a lot of our high school friends together is sports, our American sports. That we love going.
Yeah.
They love going to sports games together. I can't go with them, but I watch like the games and stuff. All right, let's go to line 2. And Tom says, yes, very much. He really liked the ceremony. Rachel told me that you sorted all the diplomas. That must have taken ages.
他说是的，非常喜欢。这边指的非常喜欢是在回应上一句说，哎，你喜不喜欢这个毕业典礼？所以非常喜欢是指说他很喜欢毕业典礼的意思哦。然后他这边告诉 Rebecca 说 ，Rachel 告诉我说，你整理了所有毕业证书，肯定花了很长的时间。
Pick up your blue pen because Minnie brings up a really important point. Taiwanese people say this a lot. They like to say very verb. I very liked. This is wrong. Very verb is very wrong. Don't say this. We say really liked it. That's fine. Really 超好用的一个字. So we can say I really like something or I liked it a lot or I liked it very much. Please practice this. It's a very common
reminds me of something. 就是我以前算班上英文好的嘛，然后有一个男生他写情书给我 like love letter. I very like you. 直接谢谢 You're not my boyfriend.
Yeah,
bye
your
bye.
English is too bad. See, you gotta write. You gotta. So he wrote it in English.
He did.
Wow. Why did he write it in English?
Because he thought like, you know.
Well, your English was good then too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wanted to impress you.
Kinda.
Was he handsome? Or he was just like. I got any love letter I wrote to was also rejection, right in the garbage. So, all right.
Well, I mean, if he say like, I like you very much, maybe I'll be like, okay, I'll have a coffee with you.
His English was too poor. This would never work. All right, line 3. Rebecca says, I had some help from a friend, but yeah, it took a while.
他说我从朋友那里得到了一些帮助 but yeah, 但是就是确实花了一点时间
So we have arranged, organized, and sorted.
Sorted.
Yeah, and what else? There's a lot of words for this. Number 4, Tom says, thank you for helping out with the ceremony.
Wow, 所以 Tom 很有礼貌，他说谢谢你对毕业典礼的协助
Don't forget, after a preposition for, we need a noun or a
名词
gerund. Help is a
动名词
verb, so say helping.
helping
That's right. Rebecca says, no problem. So, no more high school for you.
所以他说不客气 no problem 他说所以呢你再也不是高中生了
Are these guys friends? Don't they feel like...
I think there's a little bit of a flirty
Really?
kind of thing
Boy, your flirting is different than mine. I'm like, right? Like, this feels like small talk to me. Like, they maybe feel a little embarrassed, maybe. But maybe...
尴尬吗
Maybe, well, just, it's small talk. They're not talking about something really important. Maybe if they like each other, they feel embarrassed, so they do small talk.
Yeah,
like, hey,
你再也不是高中生我再也看不到你了不要担
maybe
心
you have a point.
我
That's
会
fine.
想你的
Yeah, maybe you have a point. Okay, this is a love story. All right, so Tom says, yeah, it's going to be a big change. It'll take some time for me to get used to it. It's a love
Especially my
story,
life
so he
without
has to... It's a love story now, so you have to, you know...
changes the tone 好所以 Tom 说是啊这将是会是一个 big change 一个很大的改变我需要一些时间来适应
I agree. High school was a very big change. When I graduated high school, I said, I am going to look at my life and throw out the things I don't like about it. And I will try to be a new person in college.
And were you new?
Yeah, I really was.
Oh, wow.
I really started to become the person I was after I graduated high school. Like there's the little seed was in high school, and then I became me in college
Wow.
and university.
The first time I thought high school graduation was a big thing is from a Disney movie called High School Musical.
Oh,
歌舞
yeah.
青春
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, high school is different.
Did you like tears and stuff?
No, but like even until today, sometimes when my son sleeps, 睡着了，我还是会去看 High School Musical 再看一次。
That's your comfort food.
I kind of feel like it, yeah.
That's a good movie. I thought that was a cute movie.
Yeah,
and
I know how to
too old
dance
for
the
it.
thing. High School
All right, you're gonna show
Musical.
me after. Look at the phrase get used to it. Used to. Be used to. Get used to.
习惯。
都是很麻烦了，真的。I think that's kind of annoying. So I used to 没有 be 动词，这意思是我以前做个习惯。
现在没有了。
I don't do it now though, right? So I used to eat baby food. I'm not a baby. I don't eat baby food. I am used to it means something was annoying in the past, but now it's okay.
Yeah, 我习惯了。
Yeah, Taipei is kind of noisy, but I'm used to it. It's okay for me. Get used to it means you are starting to accept that this thing you don't like is okay.
所以3个 used to 老师刚刚有讲，一个是 I used to 是代表我过去在做，现在没有。那 be 动词 used to I am used to it 那代表说原本我很讨厌，但我现在习惯了。I am used to it 就是现在不会让我觉得困扰了。然后另外一个是我们这边的这个 used to something get used to something 就代表说我已经适应了。
Yeah, you're making this habit now,
Yeah.
right? So
现在
I am getting used to, Taipei being noisy. Like it was uncomfortable at first, and now it's less, but it's not gone. All right, let's look at line number 7. Rebecca says, will you be starting university in the fall?
所以你会在秋季開始上大學嗎？ This is also a very abnormal question in Taiwan.
Is it because so many people just go right to university?
Yes.
It's just a fact, right?
Yeah, but I know in Canada or in the States, they have 秋季班、春季班, right?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, we see right in the next lines. This is a very good point. Maybe this is strange for you guys, but this is a normal conversation for me. Look at the word fall. We could also say autumn, but these are not 专有名詞. Do not write capital F here.
不是大寫的.
That's right. Tom says in line 8, no, I'm taking a gap year. Underline this. I think I need a break.
所以他这边说我会有一个休学年，我需要休息一下。那 gap year 这个事情在台湾也越来越多人做，但是不是高中衔接大学，很多人是在大学毕业之后会有个 gap year， 可能去打工度假啊，或者去环游世界背包客啊，然后再回来决定要不要继续升学，然后或者是要进职场。
Yeah, so that's a gap year.
Yeah.
So you take a year off, you plan to go back. It's a little dangerous. As a teacher, I would tell students don't take a gap year.
Oh.
Just keep going. Yes, I would. I would. Because research shows that students that take a gap year are less likely to go back and less likely to finish.
Oh.
But that's just most people. That's not everybody.
Unless you know what you want,
That's right. Maybe there is something very specific you need to get ready for. I'm not saying gap years are bad. Just as a teacher, I say don't. That's all. Line number 9, Rebecca says, oh, that sounds fantastic. What are you planning to do?
Fantastic 就是哇很棒的，所以他说听起来很棒哎。What are you planning to do? 你打算要做什么呢？
Pick up your highlighter, underline NN in planning. That's one of those tricky words. And we'll take a break here. When we come back, we got our second set of sentences. Hey friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 16 and 17. We are talking about happy graduation. We just learned that Tom wants to take a gap year, and Rebecca says, what are you planning to do? So line 10 begins with Tom, and he says, I recently obtained a 1-year working holiday visa for Australia.
所以他们说他最近 obtain 获得了一个澳洲1年的打工度假签证。obtain 这个字其实就是有点像是 receive 或 get.
Yeah, it's a very formal get.
很正式的得到的意思。
That's right. If he said, I recently got a visa, that's totally fine. That's right. This is just a little bit more formal. a visa is a paper from the government that says you can see or do something in some place.
签证
In Latin, visa means to see.
哦
So they look at your paper and say, okay, you
Okay.
can come here.
嗯哼
So did you need a visa for Canada?
Yes, I do.
You needed one, right?
Yeah, I needed one.
My wife needed one, I think, after a certain time, I think. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
嗯
Like foreigners need visas. We often go on visa vacations because a long time ago, we could only stay in Taiwan for 1 month.
Oh, yeah.
We have to leave and then we can come right
Yeah,
back.
a lot of people flew to like Hong Kong, the
That's right.
closest, and then come back.
That's
it.
right. The same day, you'll
Yeah.
fly to Hong Kong, wait an hour, fly back, and welcome back.
That's right.
Let's go to line 11. Rebecca says, you're going to Australia? How exciting.
你要去澳洲吗？多么激动人心啊 ！How exciting!
My former student, so I taught her when she was 12, and so she's 30 now.
Oh.
And she is doing this in just a few months. And she was telling me why she's going to Australia. And I thought it was she just wanted to travel. She says, you can be a farmer in Australia, help them pick fruit for 1,116 NT dollars an hour to pick fruit. That is crazy. That's really exciting. If you need to make some money, like this is a great reason to take a gap year. My family doesn't have a lot of money. I can't pay for university. I'll go work and save, and then I don't have to take a lot of money out from a bank to pay for college. I think that's a really good reason to go to take a gap year.
所以老师说，他有一个学生在澳洲，他说他可以有1116块的时薪，只是去帮忙那个果农捡水果，这是他们那边的时薪。所以老师说，如果你没有很多的钱，那你需要存钱念大学，那 gap year 很棒，你可以先赚钱存一些钱。
That's a really good reason to go to Australia. It's the farmers don't make any money in America, and they're paying people over 1,000 NT an hour to pick fruit. Like, how does anybody live in Taiwan? Let's all go pick fruit. Like this. It's a great job. All right, here we go. So Tom says, yes, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm leaving at the end of August, which isn't that the fall for Australia? Right? Because that's
no.
Because it's our fall, so it's their spring?
Something like that. I mean, if we are hot, they are cold. If they are cold, we are hot.
So it's the start of fall. It must be the start of their spring. Okay.
Yeah. 所以他说是啊，我真的很期待，我8月底就会离开了。
Okay, pick up your highlighters or your blue pen. Please highlight, I'm looking forward to it. So many kids forget the be verb here. You need a be verb with this phrase. Be looking forward to. Archie, 后面, you need a gerund.
ING.
You have to say, I'm really looking forward to
seeing you.
Going to Australia, not go to Australia. To here is a preposition.
Yeah, 所以老师说期待这个字啊，如果你要用 looking forward to 这个片语，记得前面一定要有个 be 动词 to 后面再加动词的时候一定要是 ing。to 加 ing 很少见，这个就是其中一个。
This is a really tricky phrase. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at our phrase 13. Rebecca says, does that mean, oh, dude, they totally like each other. Does that mean I'll never see you again?
See, I told you.
Wow, you're
他
right.
说那是不是代表我再也见不到你了？我会想你。没有啦，那是我加的。
Dude, you know what's so funny? Look what I wrote here on my paper. I'm like, is he ready to like confess his love?
老师的笔记上说他是准备要承认说他们之间有爱恋了吗？
I love you. Like, because at first I thought like these people are making small talk, but when I prepared my notes, maybe, I don't know, there you go.
See?
Okay, so does that mean I will never see you again? And Tom says, don't be silly. He winks at her. I'll be back next year for the fall semester at university.
哦，然后 Don't be silly Tom 可能还会摸摸 Rebecca 的头，哎，别傻了，我明年会回来参加大学的秋季学期。
Oh, no, here we go. He wipes the tear away from her eye. He reaches
哦，哇哦，
out. Okay. Silly is, dude, I hate this word silly. So silly is a very useful word, but I feel a lot of Taiwanese misunderstand it.
Oh,
So-
they find it very negative when you say silly.
Yeah, but silly in English is like cute and naughty. Think of a kitten or a puppy. Think of a baby. These are all cute things. We don't think silly is a bad word. In fact, it's a nice way of saying don't be naughty. It's a nice way to say it.
对，所以如果你看一些欧美的剧，然后小朋友在路上 很吵，爸爸妈妈通常会说 ，Hey, stop being silly.
That's right.
对。
So does your husband's parents say this to Noah? Like, oh, don't be silly.
Not really. They always say crazy boy, crazy boy. And I
Okay.
hate crazy, this word, until, I find, crazy is kind of like silly. It's just like
right.
a Canadian way.
That's right. It's a softening word. We don't want to say naughty because it's not being naughty. He's being a little kid. And so we have these softener words, silly and crazy. That's a great example.
Yeah.
Let's look at our next sentence here. Oh, a semester, by the way, is like
学期
half of your year. That's
Yeah.
right. And Rebecca says in line 15, well, I hope you'll have a great trip. I'm sure it'll expand your horizons and help you grow.
Horizon 其实就是有点像是我们的那个水平线嘛 ，horizon。所以这边的 expand your horizon 其实就是开拓你的眼界。所以他说，哦，那祝你旅途愉快，然后相信他会开拓你的眼界，并且帮助你成长。
When you expand your horizons, you learn and understand more about the world and yourself. So I hope you will have a great trip. I need to say this. You have to be careful. A lot of your textbooks will tell you hope plus simple present tense. You usually don't use the future tense unless it's very plaintive, like 你拜托. So I hope you will come to my party. This feels like, oh, please,
拜托
please,
你一定
please.
要来。
I'm not saying this is wrong because, in fact, there are many sentences the future tense is good here. There are ways we can use hope plus the past. We don't have time to talk about them. But be careful. You will see in some textbooks, don't ever use the future tense. This is not correct. You can use the future, but it has a very specific meaning. She's like, please come back.
所以老师这边也讲说，很多的教科书你们可能会看到说 hope 后面不可以加未来式，但是 hope 加未来式它其实是有一个比较强烈拜托、很强烈希望的语气，所以你是会看到的，只是要注意一下你使用的情境。
Or it's very clear it's in the future, like 100% in the future.
哦，未来会发生的事情。
That's right. So she could say, I hope you will think of me in Australia. He is not in Australia now, right? So when he is in Australia,
你
will
会
you
想
think of me?
我。
So 这个 hope and will is no problem. Just be careful. I see students have trouble with this a lot. All right. Rebecca says, well, I hope. Oh, wait, I already read this. Tom says, thanks. I'll definitely make use of the trip to learn new skills and explore new interests.
所以这边的这个 make use 啊，我们常常台湾的教材会说 make good use， 就是好好利用。
Yeah.
那 make use 也可以，就是利用的意思。所以他说谢谢，我一定会利用这次旅行来学习新的技能，然后探索新的兴趣。
So what happens to Rebecca and Tom in the future? Only time will tell. I think they're going to get married.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think Tom is gonna find some Aussie 澳洲美女，然后就忘记 Rebecca 了。
Oh, you heartbreaker. How can you leave us on the sad note? Okay, well, with that, you tell us, what is the future of Tom and Rebecca for enjoying the school? I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.